I'm Zane Redfern, home decorating enthusiast and creator of At Home with Zane. So I recently shared a video of how I soft styled our kitchen island, and today I want to share with you how I've redone and restyled our kitchen hutch here directly behind me. Now with this, I wanted to go with something that was very, very light and very, very airy. So nothing in my opinion says light and airy more than clear glass. And I have a huge selection of cake domes and bottles and different types of glassware that I wanted to display on this shelf. I've got whiteware in our shelving units in our kitchen above our sink and our entryway going into our family room. And so I didn't want to have a lot of whiteware. I've got a lot of that throughout my home, and so I really wanted to go with something that was going to be nice and light and airy and was going to be a little bit transparent. And so I'm going to share with you how I restyled our kitchen hutch. So of course, when you walk into the room, you're going to see our kitchen island, which I shared with you in a previous video. And then you see this large piece, which is our kitchen hutch. And the focal point here is this really large, beautiful cake stand that I received for Christmas. And to carry over the rusticness from our kitchen island over to our kitchen hutch, I did use one of the jute chargers as a base. And then under the dome, I've put some very basic, simple vintage whiteware. And then I've just placed some accent pieces of clear glass on the bottom shelf. Underneath one of my domes, I've also included some artificial plain white eggs, and then I've also used my Hearth and Hand measuring spoons, and I've placed them inside of a little glass bowl set here to really bring this into a cohesive look. And then on the second shelf, I have taken some of my Pottery Barn glassware and I filled it with corks, wine corks, and then I have a few of my beaker style science bottles, as I call them, but they're little vases. And then I have my Pottery Barn wicker napkin rings in one, and then I have my botany fill in another glass jar. And then on the top shelf, I have my cake domes with some vintage saucer cups underneath each one of the domes. And I think this is a really very light, airy, reflective, simplistic look. I love glassware. I love seeing the simplicity of glass. There's just something very, very appealing to me. And then on the top, I've used the two large roosters, which have been up here for a while. Also my eucalyptus wreath. And then I've just placed an IKEA plant up here. Very, very simplistic. Not a lot to the top. I wanted that to stay pretty basic. And then on the lower level, along with the cake stand, I've also used some bushberry eucalyptus, which is the eucalyptus that's in our wreaths that hang on all the interior doors in our home. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've taken away maybe some ideas. This is certainly my style. It is certainly something that may not be for everyone, but I truly love glassware. And I love when you can take clear glass and add a few elements to it. You can add a few pieces that are very basic, like white or natural elements, and really dress it up. And I think that this looks wonderful. I'm so pleased with how it's lightened up our room, how the reflection bounces off of our large mirror on the opposite wall. and I think it's just really a very nice touch. It's so refreshing, and I hope you have enjoyed this video and that you've taken something away from it so that you can revamp and restyle your own space.